Obviously, we're here to introduce Corey Seager and his wife Maddie to our Rangers family. I have a special announcement for Rangers Hall of Famer Chuck Morgan that he asked me to share with everybody. On rapid timing, we have a Corey Seager bobblehead night on July 9th, and a Marcus Semien bobblehead on August 13th. So get your tickets now. That's true, by the way, if you want to promote that. In a continuation of the theme here, we had an opportunity a couple weeks ago to sit down with Corey and with Maddie, and just really impressed by the quality of the individuals. They're kind of what they want to do in the community from a philanthropy standpoint. Corey's goals on the field. Really, what stood out in large part was Corey's his intensity and his focus in the conversations, the questions he asked. I think you're talking about one of the elite left-hand bats in the game that also happens to play one of the most demanding positions in the game. Obviously, his relationship with Woody, we had a pretty good insight going into the process, but came out of it equally or more so convicted that this was the perfect fit for us, and just somebody that we wanted to recommend to ownership to invest in as one of the pillars of this club. And I go back to our scouting director Kip Fagg when Corey was in high school, him raving about him, and Kip wanted to land him that year, and we thought we were going to get him, and Scott called and broke our hearts a few picks earlier as the Dodgers jumped in. But fast forward now, and we're excited to be able to welcome him here. And you're talking about has decorated a young player in the game through age 27, what he's accomplished, and yet because of that intensity and his work ethic and what he wants to do, and his physical and mental talents and drive, we genuinely believe that the best is ahead of him, and he's going to enjoy those productive years in Ranger uniform and in front of our fans and helping lead this team to great things. So I'm going to turn it over to CY.
Thanks, JD. Again, not a ton I can add here, as JD did a great job describing who Corey Seager is and why he's the right person for the Texas Rangers. Couldn't be more excited to have Corey and Maddie as part of our family. We're looking forward to the next 10 years together and building something unbelievably special and doing things that this franchise has never done. Coming away from our meeting with Corey a couple weeks ago, as JD mentioned, the thing that stood out to me was this intensity that you could feel. The intensity that came through, that exuded in every single answer he had, every question he asked. Corey is someone who is committed to greatness, who is an unbelievable competitor, who does everything he possibly can do to be successful, and inspiring his teammates to be the same. And I think that's why he's a perfect fit for our organization. As I said, today's a very, very special day, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce our new shortstop, Corey Seager.
First off, thank you. A lot of kind words right there. I really do appreciate that. I want to thank my wife, Maddie, for always supporting me. Thank the family, both my brothers. Scott, thank you for everything you've done for me and Maddie and our family as well. And just again, thank the Rangers. This is a great opportunity for me and my family, and we're really looking forward to it.
Because of the sun. So we'll take questions. Please raise your hands. We'll start with Emily.
Corey, when you kind of entered into this process and knew that it was coming, where did this organization fit in did the relationship with Woody play into it a ton, I would assume, and kind of how did things evolve for you and for Maddie together as a family?
Yeah, it played a huge part. I've known Woody for a long time. He had both my brothers too. And knowing his drive, knowing his effort level that he put forward, and knowing how he wants to run a team and how his vision was for a team, it played a huge part. And then once I got in the room, hearing CY and hearing JD talk, and everybody was on the same page, everybody was aligned in their thinking, and it aligned with how me and Maddie approach our life, our team, our everything. So it was pretty impressive, and we were blown away leaving that meeting.
And you're still such a young player, but to have had the experiences that you've had so far in your career, how valuable will those be now in trying to build and get to the ultimate destination here?
Yeah, absolutely. I was fortunate enough to be drafted by a team that won right away. You grow up fast, you learn how to be a professional, you learn how to do it the right way. We made that an important thing over there. Bringing a title back to LA was a huge accomplishment. Oh my goodness. I'm nervous if you can't tell. It was exciting for us. I'm not even gonna try to say the word. But to be able to do that and to learn from those experiences and to be able to grow from those experiences and to be able to bring them over here, I'm very excited about it.
Let's go to Evan.
Corey, how did the Rangers present their case for you to come here to you? And there's some challenges. I mean, I think everybody understands that. But how did they present those challenges of what the team is facing, and how did that kind of sit with you?
They were straightforward. They were very open and honest about how many games they lost and where they're at in their organization right now, and where their vision is for the organization. And that's something that we wanted to embrace. That's something that I enjoy. I enjoy the work of it, the grind, the passion for the game, to do it the right way, and to have the right people. It always comes down to people, and these guys sitting up beside me are great people, and they have a great vision for this organization, and I was really excited to be a part of it.
Jeff.
Coming into this season, you were the all-time leader in home runs in this building. Seriously, what do you like about? What did you enjoy about hitting here? And then also, you won a World Series in this building. What does this place mean to you?
Yeah, it was a fun time in my career during that. We've seen the ball all right that little stretch through that postseason. But the place is great. They built a beautiful stadium. They built a beautiful clubhouse. They thought of everything you can think of to need to be able to perform that night. And it's inspiring. It shows you the direction they want to go. That they're all in. They're ready to move forward with this, and they're ready to turn this organization around. And it's exciting.
Chris.
Hey Corey, obviously we played on a really good team with the Dodgers, but we just talked to Marcus and the two of you up the middle. How do you feel going into that, being able to play alongside a player who's finished third in the MVP voting to last 2 full seasons? Yeah,
how can you not be excited about that? Not only the elite player, elite person, carries himself well. He's a great teammate. There's not a bad word being said about Marcus Semien, and to be able to learn from somebody who's that talented and to take little things that he does in his game that I might not, to be able to bounce off each other and to be up the middle here for a long time is very exciting.
Louis.
For Corey, 10-year deal, what do you want to see? What has to be happening for you to make this a successful 10 years with the Rangers? And for Scott, are there any opt-outs in this contract at all?
Believing in the people. It always goes back to the people. Culture is built by people. And hearing these guys talk and knowing Woody and knowing what they're about and where they want to go, it really hit home. It's going to be a challenge. We got some work to do, and they've already done that. Going out and getting guys like Semien, like Cole, like John Gray. That's the first step in building a winning organization, is going out and getting guys to be leaders, know what it's like to be there, and to be able to perform and to change and to learn from each other and to teach younger guys. You know, that's what it's all about here, and we're up for the challenge.
Let's go to Stefan. I'm sorry.
Ironically, the opt-out began in Texas, and for Corey and Maddie, their calling to me and direction was to opt into Texas, and you plan to be here for the full 10 years.
Yes or no?
No.
Okay, sorry, Stefan.
Corey, how important was the idea that this club, that you weren't just going to be the lone pillar taken in this offseason? And how important was that aspect of it?
Sorry. Yeah, it probably was the most important. You know, this is baseball. You know, you need a lot of guys. One guy's not going to be able to carry a team like that. You know, you can set a foundation and feel like you're guiding a team in the right direction, but it's going to take a lot more than one person.
Go back to Jeff, then over to Skylar.
Can you give a quick scan report on what it's like to face John Gray?
He's good. Simple as that. You know, he's effective. The way he mixes pitches, mixes speeds. He knows how to use his fastball. He doesn't have to rely on it if it's not there, but he knows how to use it when it is. He's a guy that he's kept me off balance kind of my whole career. You know, it's been a little bit of a cat and mouse game with us so far, but it's a lot more exciting to be behind him than definitely in the batter's box.